All right, getting the prediction up, and now we wait. Hydrate command, the other hydrate command are both good. Prediction going live. Map is all set, we've hit okay. Player count is going to be in about the 70s today, and we have a nice World War II PvP One Life operation. I guess the last thing I should technically check. Yeah, I've got over 100 gigs of storage. I'll be fine for today. I'll do a little bit of minor editing between this and Pog. And a little bit of space to write down any highlights to also help edit things down. All right. NASA's managing slotting today because Matt Schott isn't here, which is great. NASA's my liaison to OFCRA, tells me what we're doing every week, and we'll see how things go. Hey, Faber, how you doing? So, this is a World War II scenario. Blue 4 are the Germans, Op 4 are the Allies. We have Allies spawning to the south, Germans spawning to the north. I believe this is going to be the radar installation as well as, or no, I think it's a radio tower, my bad. It's going to be the quote-unquote last Bastion, which is the name of this scenario. We'll see what these specific zones actually mean, but otherwise...
The game starts.
That's the sound of everyone connecting into TFAR so we can hear them locally. And let's go ahead and have a look at the scenario today. So the yellow zone, I actually have no idea what that's for, but that's A-okay. We have a U.S. Special Forces team that has landed in a little bit of a crashed but somewhat okay glider. Ooh, they've got a flamethrower with them. Otherwise, we've got a bar. Trying to see, how come... Okay, that's them locally right here. I was just making sure that wasn't a someone else in spectator view. They've got M1919A6s because it has that backstock with the weapon and the bipod, bazookas, bars, a Thompson with no drum mags, only stick mags. So these guys are just a weapon team with a flamethrower that it's set as an AI, so we'll see if someone actually takes that role. Otherwise, we have the rest of the Op 4 force, which again is the Allies, so a mix of US and UK forces here. We have a... Actually, let me quickly look back at the other. I think we only had Willie Pete Jeeps. Or Willie's Jeeps, excuse me. Willie Pete is White Phosphorus. Yeah, so they only have 2 of those for transport. All right. Looking back at the rest of the US side... We have a Sherman underneath with some spare tracks on the table. We have a Greyhound scout tank underneath as well. We've got some... Oh, Jesus. We've got a towable flak gun. No, a towable anti-tank gun and a flak gun on wheels right here. Do we have anything in the hangars? We have a P-38 Lightning, and we've got a transport... C-47 Skytrain. Not sure if that's going to be viable. We also have... Okay. Sure. This thing actively has rocket pods on it. No bombs, though, so it can do some light attacks there. And then the U.S. kits, it appears to be the same thing. So M1919A6s for their machine guns. I'm not seeing any flamethrowers, though, but your standard M1 Garans, some grease guns, probably for the vehicle crewmen. Thompsons. Trying to see if I see any carbines, but I do not. Probably 1 or 2 around here somewhere. A regular hydrate. And we do have Springfield marksman. And the pilots only get 1911s.
Yeah, yes.
All right. And they're talking about the fucking snowman having sex. Good God. And there's another snowman over here. How the snow got here, I don't know. There are some carbines. So carbines are given to the AT guys, for example. So they have a lot of assets, and they might have the choice to do paradropping with that one plane. Let's go ahead and look at the German side on Blue 4. Holy... Okay. Now that That's a Bastion. Holy crap. I might actually steal this for an op. This is great. No, I want this. Holy crap. No, I definitely want to make this into an op. Hell yeah. This looks dope. Damn. This is cool. And then you got the outside perimeter too. You got all the dirt stuff. Oh my. All the dead paratroopers, some outer checkpoints out here too. I, as a mission maker, always enjoy seeing what other mission makers can make, and this is pretty damn cool. You got some bunker installations up here. Are they actually accessible? Yep, the doors are back. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right, so I gotta wonder who the officer is. You got NASA as the ground commander. He's got a handful of guys with him. I don't know who the actual scientist is. That's the, or excuse me, officer in charge of this base. But wow, this is extensive. And then you got these going all the way to the freaking rooftops where you've got flak 38s, freaking the, wow, whole 9 freaking yards here. That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're gonna need that Sherman, that's for freaking sure, but holy crap. That's impressive. Don't look too closely at the east entrance. Wouldn't that be over here? Is it hidden? No. What you mean this? Whew. Yeah, no, I'm genuinely impressed. It's rare that I see something of this caliber in Arma 3 these days, and I absolutely love it. As long as there's no snowman fucking up here, I think we'll be A-okay. You do hear the sound of the clackering with the whatchamacallit. T-Far Beta object distance. Oh, and they can move these statics as well. Oh, that's brutal.
Use that and just take it to the front fucking door.
Yeah, they could, exactly. They could just take it to the front freaking door.
Just go around the corners and flat.
Oh my god. All right, the rest of Blue 4 here. We have a Panzer IV, a scout car with a cannon on the side. You've got a half-track with a rear and front MG42. You got a mobile flak 38. And you got these guys, Car 98s for the marksman, MG42s. Falcon is somewhere up here with an MG42, by the way. I would assume this is the officer here, Ezio, because he's in the group on his own, and he looks like the officer in charge here, so they got to get him to that position to then hold it, but holy crap. Do they have any air support? Yes, they do have a... Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. But it's only guns, no rocket pods. But it probably has cannons as well as its MG. A Focke-Wulf, that would be it. And they've got Panzer, Shreks, MP44s. Do we have any MP40s? I do see some in the crew kits, but not sure what else we have in terms of balance. Air has some backpack radios. There's some MP40s on some of the radio operatives. There's going to be a lot of transit time here. But, holy crap. This is with OFCRA, which I don't think I put their little thing up. Yep, let me do that now. If you want to play PvP missions like these, just do !OFCRA and you can join next week's. But this is pretty freaking extensive. I like this.
Wait, when you did or when I did?
All right, now we've just got a minute and a half left of save start. I'm going to be honest. Not even looking up the roster names yet. I'd go all in Blue 4 because this is just going to be absolutely bonkers to defend. I could see Blue 4 just holding every freaking corner that they can in here. It's a freaking riot in here, that's for freaking sure. Just, god damn. I want to see what Blue 4 does to hold this thing. And I really want to ask the mission dev if I can steal this for an op. Oh, man. What a treat. Sorry, I'll stop freaking orgasming over this, but this is just so cool. I love seeing stuff like this. People spend hours, if not days, building shit like this. But it's perfect because it has the right level of detail, too. So it's not overly detailed, so it's not going to eat your frames, but it's not underly detailed where you have all this blank open space, and it fits the theme because it looks like they're still constructing it. So you have all this construction supplies on the side and whatnot. It fits so well, and it's multi-story. It's beautiful, in all honesty. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's break down the roster real quick before the round officially starts, so we will have more time for betting here. So looking at the names, again, because I only do one round of OFCRA once a week, it's a little tougher for me to actually find the proper people that you should be looking at and betting on. I do know a few, though. So NASA, who's being the head honcho today, is on Blue 4's side with Hippie. Another great player, Parthius. Back to the house, Dave. Benares, Pogo, Mikkel, Hood, Cheeseburger. I'm really looking for the Zickies and Zixme players. Flavit, thank you for the $5. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a massacre. We also have the multi-Twitch going on. I know Ezio and Ibnek are gonna be streaming. Ezio, I think, is one of the... actually, is the HVI involved here. Falcon also playing on Blue 4 with an MG42. I think that's an MG34, actually. Regardless, he's got a fast-firing machine gun. Six Sword, there's Zicky, one of the guys I look for. He's got a G43, interestingly enough. Ibnek playing Sniper. Nubas is here. He's a great guy. Royd Camper, Shea, Goatland, Rigel, Garrett. I mean, again, all really good players. And they're fighting Drago, who was trying to convince me that I should learn Polish from him, which was kind of funny this morning. Got the FAWR guys on this side. I would imagine if Zicky is over here, we're going to see Zixme on this side. Usually you see him on opposite ends. PHK, a really good player. Rizbo, Murdy, some of these names you see in FNF. More FAWR guys. Despo Sayak, again, more people you see in FNF as well. Giovanni can be pretty good, but I don't see Zixme, so he's probably taking today off. So yeah, I mean, roster-wise, I wouldn't be able to tell you because that's a little more specialized, but... Oh, wow. King Tiger versus IS2 here, and they both lost. Whew, all right. And we're still in... Hasn't officially started yet. Weird. Usually it's a 10-minute safe start, but I guess we'll see what the timer is for there. But hot damn. Most people betting on Blue 4. I don't blame you. Blue 4 has a really, really cool defensive position, but I want to point this out. Look at Op4's roster in terms of number count. Look at Blue 4's roster. So Blue 4 barely fits an entire page. If you scroll down, Rigel and Garrett Hawk, it only fills an entire page here on the roster. But Op4, this is where it starts. And if you scroll down, they have a handful of extra guys. So the numbers advantage is on Op4 here. They've got another 7 or 8 players to work with. All right, mission's officially started. And you're hearing the planes starting to pile up. Another big issue here is Op4 has a C-47, so they could immediately airdrop on this position and potentially steal it from the Germans. So it's going to be up to that Focke-Wulf to intercept this plane and take it out before it can drop off its airborne troops. So there's Block already taken off. And we got one guy that's gone unconscious somehow. And that's delaying the plane. But no one's taking the Thunderbolt. So I imagine he's going to land and then grab that when he's done. But that's very risky. Because the air cover might already get in position to defend early on. And now you've got the commando units also moving in. Now, I will say, OPFOR also has a flamethrower, and someone's already died. Enemy is dead, and the plane is taking off without everyone. Ricky just bailed out of the plane. What? I hope his flaps are down. There they are. What? What just happened? So I guess Blue 4 is gonna have to change up their plans because someone already died and few people weren't able to make it. And I don't really know what else to say. That plane's got to be careful. It's got to build a little bit of speed before it can start making sharp turns here to then climb altitude to get on. Bachwolf's flying by. Interesting start for OPFOR, but we'll roll with it. But yeah, there's two guys in the group that weren't picked up by the plane. Well, the rest of their squad's in there, and then you got some other guys in here that were supposed to be taken. So I think it was just a massive miscommunication. But I don't know what else to tell you. And I'm really worried that these two planes are going to get close to each other. All right. Give me 1 second, just drop something on the floor on accident. All right, so let's look at the altitude climb here. Put my render distance up as much as I can. The wind a little out on this map, that's fine. And you got the Interceptor up here looking. This is a little worrisome because the Interceptor might actually be able to get something done here. She's all the way up here and she might already be coming in close. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Well, this isn't good. This is really, really not good. Some people are immediately starting to jump out. Oh, dear God. Everyone jumping out now. Now you're hearing everyone that died in that. That was another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills. Someone committed pancake.
To everyone to jump out because we were under attack.
Yeah, I make a static line per drop, so everyone jump.
Everyone to jump out.
But I don't know why there was up.
Сорян, ребят. Okay, but the off-catch, okay.
Oh my God.
Jump it out, okay.
Gonna mute myself real quick. If only. Falcon says to spectate him. Oh. Meanwhile, on the German side, Falcon's on his bicycle. Okay. But as I was saying, if only there was a way that OPFOR had a way to escort their plane. Falcon says this is depressing. Yeah. I'd tell you to relay a message, but it would be cheating. So I just wanted to, like, we can't mention the fact the plane went down. So I think this was the intended zone that the airborne forces were allowed to deploy over. That makes sense. But, yeah. Now that the Germans have air superiority, I'm not sure where this op's going to go from here. It's looking really against OPFOR at this rate, because OPFOR also just lost their numbers advantage. Oh, boy, oh, boy. I know. Let's look at a minefield. Now, the trick of... Oh, my God. We actually already found them. What the fuck? Why'd my music change to red alert, too? No, I'm going to stick with it. That's funny. Just told him good luck. Yeah, that's fair. So, yeah, that's... I'm curious how many mines were spawned. That's a lot of mines. Lost track of them now. I only see the mushrooms, but we saw the big chunk of mines over there, so Jesus. So now it's just going to take Blue 4 and OPFOR a lot of time to deploy, because OPFOR's only ability to rush has kind of been lost. The only other thing I can think of are the commando units, which admittedly I've completely lost sight of. The two scout cars, you know? They were coming up north right here, and now I have no idea where they might have gone to. I think they're back there, actually. No, these are the... I see. Never mind. Then you got one guy back here who looks like Zixmi's walking it. All right, so he did show up as OPFOR. Like I said, him and Zicky always play on opposite sides. You still have Tackle there bleeding out because he turned into a pancake. All right, now we got to play the patience game again. We've got one transport truck loaded with people that's going to deploy an additional 7 on that Bastion. They took both Jeeps, right? Yeah. So where would they have... I just don't know where they are right now. OPFOR, yeah, has a full page remaining. I just have no idea where they went. I find it interesting, though, we got some Blue 4 Vics coming up here. 2 unarmed scout cars that are just gonna, I guess, drive into the parachute zone. Oh, I'd imagine the Focke-Wulf told Blue 4 that they had paratroopers around here. But he probably wasn't paying attention. He was focusing on shooting down that aircraft. Now, these guys can vaguely hear those cars coming in, but they are deploying their troops. So I think the Germans are now trying to commit mop-up operations on the remaining paratroopers. Oop, almost slipped out of my chair there. I think they're trying to clean up the remaining group that's here. Or at least set up a blocking position right here for now. Put their marksman on the roof to verify. Not a bad idea. Yeah, this remaining force. Tackle still unconscious way over there. We're just gonna give Blue 4 all the time they need to circumvent the minefield. But this is probably where that next firefight's gonna be. I'm not sure if Benno just spotted Gotland up there. 1919 A6, not a bad gun if he can get the bipod down, because he'll have total control of that machine gun. I think he sees stuff moving up there. Now you're hearing shots going out. It's an MP44. Baku trying to return fire on the rooftop here. Shay trying to adjust to find a good sniper position. Gotland, meanwhile, he's alone. And he only... No, that is a bolt action. That's going to be really hard to commit outflanking with, because as soon as he fires, he's going to be spotted. Meanwhile, Nanner trying to drag Baku back, who was hit. You got Murdy running away from the firefight and Zuko coming into the firefight. Baku waking back up, sacrificing that haystack. Gotland picking someone off. And the rest of them are retreating. So another slight victory for the Germans. Gotland trying to line up another shot. And gets it as he's vaulting over the fence. That was an M19 A6 gunner. Murdy, though, might come in and flank Gotland here. A grenade went off next to these guys. I think that was a misthrow. They were trying to throw a smoke, instead they threw a frag. Nanner throwing another grenade up. That's a smoke. So once again, why is there a casualty? What did... Okay, so Gotland just got picked off by Murdy, I think. No. He got killed by Royd. No, how did he die? Shay pick him off? No? Did Garrett get him? Who just shot him? There's no -1 here. And Murdy doesn't have a kill. So who just killed... Was it a follow-up shot? Did someone run up to that window and take him out? No? I'm so confused. The other guy that died left. But he was like all the way over there. Now you have an airstrike coming down. Casualties are all over the Allied lines here, as the Germans are enjoying victory after victory. Armagods felt bad and just decided to execute him, I guess. I'm going to assume Murdy got the kill, even though it's not crediting him for it, because he knew to run right up to this body. So, I don't know. Maybe he team killed someone earlier? Anything's possible. Another airstrike coming out of that barn as these guys lay low. Well, if he killed himself, he'd have a -1. But instead, he just has the death, so No! He might have killed himself with a grenade, because he was at +1. Actually, he was at 2. So I don't think it's crediting people with kills at all. Yeah, Bluck's not getting any kills either, so it's impossible to tell. So I'd assume Murdy got the kill then. And he's getting strafed in a freaking airstrike. Trying to pick more people off. Oh, I thought that was a ragdolling body for a second. I'm like, what just happened? I can't tell anymore. So as this is happening, OPFOR is still going to try to stage their forces to enter the fort, because that is the main contested area. I don't know why the Focke-Wulf sounds like it has an autocannon. That's definitely the MGs on it, not the actual cannons, so who the heck knows? Another great kill by Murdy there. Yeah, so it's just not counting the kills. And who did he get? He got Garrett. Is he emptying the mag? Because if you're doing that, why not just drop it, you know?
Yet again, last time I heard you talking about World War II Germany, this time talking about Agdal's XD.
There goes Murdy getting knocked out by Fids. Because Murdy was right in the open, to be perfectly honest, but Zuko's coming up on the rear. I don't know which one of these blue 4 guys is the Avatar, but who knows? But Lawler, thanks for the 17-month resub. Hey, man, whenever you drop in, whatever I say, shit happens, right? Nonetheless, hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you keep enjoying the content. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. And there goes Murdy being double tapped. And more blue 4 forces are coming into here. They got to be careful, because if they commit too much to outskirts fighting, then OPFOR, even though they've been badly damaged, can still come in and wrap things up. So this is the HVI coming in. Interesting that they would bring the HVI up to this. Yet here we are. Well, I don't see any players named Ozai, so I think Zuko will be okay. But I want to see this. Will Zuko be able to regain his honor in a 1 versus 5, 6, 7, 8? Okay, no, it looks like some of them are mounting up. So who knows? Here come the air nomads. Zuko in a bit of a pickle, because I don't think his what weapon does Zuko have? It would be really funny if he had the flamethrower. But no, he just has a Garand. And he's got an AT backpack, so he's an AT assistant. Okay. I think that's been the greatest misplay by OPFOR overall, is not assigning Zuko a flamethrower when the option was available. Exactly. Because we saw the Special Forces U.S. team, they had a flamethrower in their squad. U.S. Chad Force team. OPFOR's just been misplaying all day, unfortunately. Alright, so Zuko, the only guy that's left, we'll see what he does. Meanwhile, the rest of OPFOR are starting to slowly come up to stage. We're going to have another bit of a lull in combat. I'm just curious what these blue 4 guys are going to do. Has he spotted them? No, he's just looking up the road. Well, regardless, I hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday. We're going to be doing this stream and then a Patchwork Operative Group Op. I'll be on the ground instead of Zeusing, and then at 10 o'clock, I might play the TM Op. It depends if they, I have a golden rule with them, which is if we're fighting Russians, I don't play, because I hate dealing with Russian T90 spam. All right, otherwise I got Blue Force starting to come in here. They're going to need a Vic to come and pick them up. So I think there's just a miscommunication in Blue Force radio systems. Otherwise, Op4 is still slowly coming into stage. I just want to quickly look. We do have Falcon on this AT gun. Will he track? Allies are using Defilade to get up here. I don't know who gave the Burb a gun, but this should be quite interesting. Uh-oh. I don't think his gun can point down that low anyway. Wow, Zuko's ran over here, still looking around. Blue 4 quietly sweeping this area, finding a few bodies of both Germans and Americans alike. Yeah, these guys have a lot of moving, but looks like a car is coming over to pick up some people. Looks like Tackle also bled out. Now we just have to keep watching. The fucking shades. The Ozzy Osbourne fucking shades on the freaking scientist. Uh-oh. Shot was short. Ooh, that one went right over him. Scout car is now engaging that gun. They have the... I think they just realized there's a tank firing at him. Ezio needs to get away from there. Isn't he the VIP? Ooh, the other flak gun, though, manages to take out the Greyhound. And is continuing the fire. Falcon now mounting up. Plane also coming in, doing a close strafe. Now they're bombarding it with more fire. We have an airstrike coming in. Some accurate fire bouncing around some of the crew here. Now I've got the mobile flak gun coming up. That AA gun needs to be looking up here. It's tunnel visioning on this. Jesus, all the cannons are on deck. Falcon trying to fire in blind now. On that truck. Air coming in for another strafe. This might just be a pass to see what's down there. And he's gonna see these forces. Timek not really caring. As the Flak 88 fire continues. Oh, but we've got the scout car now flanking. Trying to line up a shot on this Vic. Oh, a headshot on the driver. Timek now turning the gun. He's gonna see the skyline. Will he engage? Got the Sherman now back here. No, it's Toad AT gun firing. Oh my gosh, this is just a slaughter. Settlers hay bale falls. Timek firing a shot, I guess trying to range it in. Another shot goes in slightly over. That scout car is pulled back. Plane now coming in, strafing that smoke. So he takes a bit of ground fire. Is the Sherman still back at base? Did they never field that? They deaded that. The Sherman was taken out of its hangar, though. So where is the Sherman? Did it get sniped early? Because I have no idea where it went. Look at these guys. They've blown up the entrance. And they closed off the other one. This is incredibly OP. Flak 88, no, excuse me, yeah, no, they're just annihilating everything at this point. Holy crap. Now an airstrike coming in. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Op 4 should have gotten... excuse me, Blue 4 shouldn't have gotten a plane. I think it should have been left to Blue 4 air superiority for this one. But other than that, I think everything else was fairly balanced here. Blue 4 didn't need a tank either, because they have all those base defenses. So take a few assets away from Blue 4, but even then, it would have probably boiled down to this. Because I don't know why Op 4 still has things up here. This is just a distraction element at this point. But will they have the manpower remaining to then take this area? And I doubt it. Oh. Despo's found a Flak 88 gun of his own. Hippie's in trouble. He gets hit. Hippie has no idea where that came from. He's looking. How is Hippie not dead? Hippie, call your hits, bro. Call them. Hippie. Hippie's like, huh, where am I being... And then he gets picked off of the gun. What? How is Hippie still alive? And he just gets back on the gun like, oh, I guess it was my imagination. What is this fucking Skyrim bullshit? I have no idea how that didn't kill Hippie. That should have at least destroyed the gun. You have any idea how big these shells are? I mean, look at this thing. You have an impact of one of the shells right here, but it went through the fucking main gun, and it went out of here. He's not glitching, it's just some of the IFA assets are really finicky. Must have been the wind. I got Sayak up here going, what the fuck? Oh my god, Air is still bullying this position. This is just brutal. Hippie got that plot armor on, yeah, right? Falcon! Falcon! Sayak was just a guy, like... Where even is Sayak at this point? He just left immediately. He's dead. There's Despo. I don't see Sayak with him anymore. Where did Sayak go? There he is. Fucking got thrown off the tower. Oh. How did the Germans get the 88 up here? They just brought the parts up and assembled it. Or they just dragged it like Falcon. See, Germans are really, really strong, okay? They can tow an entire Flak 38 with no wheels underneath with their bare hands. Okay? They are strong. Very, very strong. Well, I think I know who won at this rate. Zuko's still running. No, it's Zixme and Fleesh running around against these guys. Now we just have to wait for Op4 to assault the tower, but I think we know who's going to win at this rate. Hey, Despo, were you the guy in the flak turret? Yeah. I don't know how you didn't kill Hippie. No, I agree. This was very one-sided. Again, I think if Blue 4 didn't have the plane or a tank, and they just gave the heavy assets to Op4, then there would have been a bit better of a balance here. Who shot you? The snipers? Well, I gotta give credit where credit's due. If it's Settler killing these guys up here, he's doing a really good freaking job. It's two dudes that have had their heads picked clean off. It's had a round go out here. I think that was just a misplay. But here's the really important part. Ezio is still alive. Okay, so the really important scientist dude, or the officer, if he gets picked off, then Op4 might still have a chance to actually win. That's the really crazy thing about this. Alright, we have a light skirmish out here. As Zixme is taken out next to other bodies here. It's always right here. Why do people keep dying right here specifically? Flee's trying to utilize his bar here to put rounds out. Oh, definitely, Zam. I'll ask, and then we'll run it over the course of 3 months, 1 defense and 1 offense. Oh, Falcon, you got bonked? Sorry to hear that. There goes Fleesh, and there's that little skirmish out to an end. You got picked off, didn't you? By the sniper. Yeah, I don't even see you on the roster anymore. Same with Parthis and Hippie. And, oh, actually, no, Hippie wasn't dead up here. Now he is. Is it the Bell Tower Sniper Man? I can't tell because no one's getting any kill registers, but wouldn't be surprised. Oh, yeah, you were the machine gunner I watched get his head blown off up here. Yeah, that's you. Or is that you? I don't know. Either way, you're dead. Hey, you killed Syak with the Flak 38 in the fucking tower. He was just hiding in there. And you're like, oh, guess he's dead. I don't even want to watch how this is gonna go. I mean, good God, look at look at the fucking Germans ready to go up here. Oh my God, the Americans are just outside like, all right, how are we gonna do this? The AO's a bit broken. Yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna ask the mission maker if I can take this and use it for like both an attack and a defense off over the next 2 months, because this is pretty cool. Oh, I saw a Falcon. Don't you worry. I think they're waiting for the rest of OFCRA to get over here. I really don't know. They're just on this corner. Is surrender an option? Yeah, at this rate. We could still see the Americans come up on top on CQC. Just poke their head in, start picking people off, and then get an advantage. But if they get the actual officer killed, then they might still be able to pull out on top. So we'll see. Oop. Unlike that, the firing begins. I think it's Zimmerman and Cookie up here. Oh. Well, Cookie just shot that man like a dog. Guess he's gonna call him Old Yeller. Now Vlad's popping smoke grenades. OFCRA still seems to be a little confused on how they're gonna do this. They're waiting as some FAWR guys come up as, I guess, some rear security, because there's not really much else. Lot of smoke. And Cookie picks off someone else up here. Cookie taking some return fire by Vlad with the grease gun. Got two other players coming in. They're quickly engaged. Oh God, the scout guard's gonna come around. And they're blowing up satchels or some shit. Nope, that's a car going off. Grenade knocks Fids out. Great throw. They need to throw grenades out from the sides here. Oh, Beckert's dead. Yeah. Ouch. Now here comes the scout car. Is the HVI still alive? Yep. Using bazookas on the bunkers. That's smart. Cookie's shifted over to the other one, though. Yeah, if the scout car gets over there and just watches, it can just kill these guys with its autocannon. Ooh, we got some Panzer Shreks being used over here. I got the scout car firing over here.
Let's get him a warm welcome, shall we?
He killed a 1919 gunner out of position. You got 4 more OFCRA coming in, but just a massacre at this point. You just need to see more grenades thrown on the outskirts and should be good enough for you. Mikkel, not sure what he's engaged. You got an airstrike coming in. It's on the wrong side, though. Goose, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Callie's come up with the scout car. He's engaging these guys on the rear. Another airstrike coming in. Mikkel's firing over there. Well, he just got shot to shit. They just killed a German and his body fell out from the tower. That's pretty funny. No, that was an American. Never mind. And he just got knocked out from the airstrike. These guys are down to 2 dudes. As the Americans charge in. Oh my god. This is just a massacre at this rate, man. Edward's breaching in. Humanity's, the Allies' last hope. Immediately engaged by Royd. Rigel trying to look over. Grenade bounces out. Right on that dude's position. Edward trying to put a smoke on his paws to try to conceal himself. Actually gets the drop on Rigel and another guy. Cheeseburger coming in, nails him though. Zuko coming into the fight, but this is over. This is definitely over. Thank you for cashing out the prediction. We'll be back at 8 o'clock for a POGOP, but yeah. Wow.
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
So, that was a massacre. I don't really know what else to say. Like, fuck. All right, well. Oh no, and the scout car is gonna see him. Yeah. It's over. The fight is over. Well, we'll be back in 3.5 hours, so thank you so much for watching. Zuko, there's no way in hell he's gonna get to restore his honor. We have another guy over here, Fitter. Yeah, cool. Cheers, guys. Have a good one and go operate operationally. Hot freaking damn.